Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ, podcast, one comedian, two other guys. Chalk and Cheese. Come on.
Begging it. But your mum, didn't she felt a bad spirit about this girl and she gave you the ultimatum, don't come round while you're with this girl. What would you do? Don't come round and just be with the girl.
That's a hard question. That's a hard question, but I'll have to just stick with my own feelings. Cause my mum, I know they say mums are always right. Yeah,
mums are always right, bro.
They always say mums are always right.
Remember, your mum wants the best for you. When you're a parent, you would realize that.
But sometimes you have to live your life for yourself to find out that for yourself.
Yeah, like with me, I was with one girl, and she was bad for me. But my mum, my mum told me the girl that gave me the jacket. The girl that gave me the jacket, my mum never liked her.
You realize she was bad for you. You realize she was bad for you. But let's just say you don't see it. It's just your mum that.
I didn't know. At the time, I didn't realize.
No, we were not going to see it.
That's happened with me.
Ceesix, we'll never see it.
The girl I went Cuba with, my mum hated her from the get-go. The girl I went Cuba with. And look what happened. I was fucked over in Cuba.
With no Vaseline.
Yeah. So it happens.
Dry sex.
Yeah. Not even that. Not even that.
What about if
So what would you not do though? What would you do?
I can't turn around to
what would you do, Ceesix? You would stay. You not go around mummies.
It all depends.
You're gonna left the girl. For you can't go around mummies every Sunday and eat food.
No, let me
leaving that girl, Chris.
Let me explain. It all depends on what it is that she doesn't like. Do you get what I'm saying? Because some people, some people, it's just about a first impression. Like, imagine the meeting was a bit funny and your mum like, why, I don't like how she dealt with me that first time, for example.
Yeah.
But deep down, she's actually a really good person. But if mummy's got this intuition thing going on, it's different. You got to take it like, wow, like what is really going on? But it depends on how...
You can't see it. You can't see it as an intuition because remember, as I say, we as black people are very...
But mums are wrong sometimes, bro.
No, they are. But we as black people, we are very spiritual people.
The spirit, not techno.
Yes, how much time you don't like somebody and you haven't even talked to them.
Yeah.
But you tell me you don't even like them. You know the way there.
But you know what it is?
The spirit don't
how many times have you not liked someone in the beginning
and then you like them?
They've grown on you.
Yeah, that has happened. But
you know what? Sometimes
I never liked Ceesix before.
I never like you neither. I
never like him. You understand?
No. Are you serious?
No.
I didn't.
You know what it is? Sometimes mums as well, they got this thing where
protection.
Yeah. Some of them are overprotective as well.
Some of them are overprotective.
And then also, what are you gonna say to the girl? Oh, sorry, I can't date you, cause my mum said so. You gotta find out certain things. You gotta find out yourself.
But sometimes it's the truth. Sometimes you just tell the truth.
It's a learning curve as well for you. Like if you still like her and your mum's telling you don't like her, you still have to find out because you like her, right? So why are you gonna stop?
But remember, there's
find out for yourself.
There's some dads that don't like their daughter dealing with people, boyfriend. But then they'll meet a guy and they'll connect with that guy. You get my meaning?
Yeah.
So sometimes it is overprotective, but sometimes you can find somebody that your spirit does text.
Yeah, but your mum might like, for some women especially, because I don't know about the other way, but I know some women, who when I met them for their daughter, really like me. And I never meant no good for your daughter, bro. Because
you look white, Ceesix. They think I'm being a nice white man.
White boy. Oh, God.
Yes, it's a good white boy. Yes, it's a good white boy. I should not say it's black in it. If they knew that he was actually a black man in this fucking skies,
I know he didn't give them the front profile with the nose, you know.
No, he never.
And also, a lot of mums want to see themselves in that woman. You know, like how, like she's not like me, so she's not a good woman. You get what I'm saying? It's so, but then they don't realize that you're not always gonna get someone. You always do get someone, and that she's got certain attributes that your mum has. But sometimes the mum can't see that, and they're like, well, she can't do this. She's not like me. So she'll be making up excuses why she don't like the woman.
Sometimes it's flawed, isn't it? Her reason for not liking her is flawed.
Flawed.
But you know one thing I understand, what I've been understanding recently, that people, men, these conversations have been coming up recently, especially with Yardie's clash and stuff, and they were like, what if your mum versus your wifey, or what if your wife and your mum had an argument, and now this question, your mum don't like, we think a certain way, but you see, if you found out that your dad done that to your mum, you will find it unacceptable. Do you get what I'm saying? If your dad was to just leave your mum because, so we look at our parents as a complete separate thing than ourselves. So
in our eyes, our parents can't do no wrong. We don't remember. We don't. Reason why we don't put our parents in that. We don't look at their relationship or nothing. We don't even think they had sex. We just came here.
That's what I'm saying. It's not in your head. It ain't in your head about them things there.
But that's
we don't care what they went through. What they went through is them.
When you're making
us now, you know what I mean? We don't use. No one uses their parents as an example.
No, but you should do. Because when you're thinking about these questions, yeah, you got to look at But if my gran said to my mum this and my dad this my mum or run off, you wouldn't be happy with it. So you have to. So do you lead by that example then? The reason I'm saying that is because now, when you asked this question before, you totally write off every other relationship, and it's just man, that's mumsy. But your dad and mum, that was a couple. So if it was them now, how would you feel? Like if you look at it from a different standpoint, you might come up with a different answer.
You know one thing, since I've become an adult, like my parents.
What a week?
A week, yeah, 2 weeks. Since my parents left England and went back to Jamaica when I was 20.
They're doing this 2G.
I've been self-sufficient. No, but I never had I couldn't rely on them for nothing back then.
Oh, that's when you turn white, because you didn't get no more Caribbean. That's when you turn white when you're 20 and that. He's never looked back good. They packed up and took the whole of the Caribbean with them.
I step up the whole of my shit, brother. I said, yep.
Oh my days.
I turned it to Mr. Huxtable.
That's the wrong person, man. That's the wrong person to turn into,
You know what I mean? Mr. Huxtable, not Bill Cosby.
Yes, Mr. Huxtable, bro.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been a parent from young. So I've always looked at my parents since being an adult. I said, you know what? They're only human beings. They're going to make mistakes. They've got their flaws. Listen, like I told you before, in my story, like I grew up with just me and my brother.
Yeah. We heard it before, bro. We've heard it before.
Right. But I don't look at my dad as if he's a fucking this and he is what it is, isn't it? Like, he's a human being. The man's flawed. And
that's the best way to look at things.
Yeah,
man.
man.
If you pedestal them, then you'll be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't pedestal. But although this is the bad thing, all right? So my kids do put me on a pedestal. And I know Daddy puts Dizzle on a pedestal. I know your kids put you on a pedestal. So how are you gonna not let them down?
Bruv, what I'm gonna do is I just...
Why are you looking at the door?
No, what you do is because they're here, innit? What you do is you fuck up a little bit, the next month you fuck up a little bit more until they're used to it.
No, but I was saying that to some. I was saying it to Chris the other day when it was you see like how my son loves me, and you know you can't wait to see your dad, and your dad is your hero. I don't know how he feels because my dad has never been my hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to emulate him in no way when I was young. You know, I don't know how going out with my dad and meeting his friend. I don't know how that feels.
Right.
So when I see them loving it and do that, I love it, but I don't know how it feels to love your dad like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're doing great. But what I'm saying is, how are you gonna not burst that bubble, but give him a little bit of a reality check?
No, but you have to be.
There's no reality check. I'm gonna be there.
Oh no, listen, Kane.
There's no reality check.
I'm the total opposite to Dizzle. Yeah, I grew up with my dad, and from my born till I left home, me, my dad, my mum, whatever. Yeah. Take me to dance, show me around, tell me things. When you get to a certain age, you got to start spitting the realness. You got to start spitting the realness.
Okay.
And then you got to start talking. You don't have to say, he didn't say nothing to make me think, oh, but I found out that he'd been in trouble before. When I started getting to a certain age, hey, don't walk with that. Don't do that. I've done this, I've done that. And you start to use your experience to teach them. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing now.
But that's what I'm saying, because it's important.
Yeah.
Because
and during that using your experience to teach them, you have to be real. Then they can say, raw, my dad's done that. Because what? My dad's done this, my dad's done that. Okay, so he's not just Superman. He is a human. He's made mistakes. He's done things. But hopefully you don't have to make them mistakes. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he's passed it down. And same with your daughters or whatever, like, but you just have to communicate and treat.
So did you get that passed down? Because I didn't get that passed down.
And respect and respect that your kids are growing up. So when they get to a level, there's no more sugarcoating certain things. This is the realness. When I was a youth, I never got beat. Yeah, I done something fucked up when I was 16. And my dad punched me in the face. Because now you're a big man. You're a big boy doing big boy things. This is what's going to happen to you on the street. This is what will happen to you with other people. Reality check. Like, oh, wow. Like, whoa. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a reality check. Sometimes you have to get the realness, bro. And I feel like with your kids, you just have to treat them like that and just be real.
So Ceesix is basically saying he's going to punch his kids in the face.
If my son was out with a knife doing fuckery at 15, 14, I'm bracking him up. Because it's better I brack him up than someone else. Because when they brack him up, they're going to have no mercy. I'm just going to make you feel what can happen to you. Do you get what I'm saying? There's too many people shook to keep it real with their kids and want to be friends. And when your kids fuck up, then what?
Oh, so that's why you never done badness again. From that 15, when you was 15, and thumb in the face.
The one lick set him straight.
That's badness.
The man turned DJ instantly, you know. Man bought records. Man made body music.
Man got pumped in the face and straight. But that was something that I definitely needed to be fixed up on, because if I continued on the road, it would have been a disaster.
That's good, man. I never had that, bro.
When I got my dad licked me with a broomstick. Been in prison since. 5 times since.
Hey, but you know what's funny, so when I was growing up, I just remember, like, my dad went to prison twice when I was growing up. I remember writing letters to him and shit. My mum was no kid should have to go through that. Come on, Dad. I'm saying, Daddy, I can't even write good. This fucking I did the Parental writing on the letter. I shouldn't have to be dealing with these fuckers. I'm not an adult, man. I know. Man's on holiday. On the oil rig or something. Yeah. Come on, man. Don't tell me the truth.
They gave me the truth. I said you got to write him as well, you know.
I didn't know your dad went jail, Kane.
Yeah, man. He went prison twice when I was growing up, and
So you turn out so good and squeaky clean. You're the opposite of your family. He's the total opposite. You know the black sheep, the squeaky.
No, but what's funny, you see, like
the squeaky coon.
He's even clean.
Where's your hat, bro?
Because I tell you,
it's too small, man. I told you, it's too small.
Bring it for me. I need. Let me buy it off you.
Get me a bigger one. Yeah, take my one, but I need a bigger one. If you could get a different size, I'll wear it.
But it's different levels, though, isn't it?
No, man.
Kane's gets long.
No, man. This is long enough. It's
that way.
You see this bit here?
Chris is long that way.
This bit here. Catch me here, bro.
We need to get some more. Because
but I was looking for some more. I want some more with different colours, man.
Get one for your son, Dizzle, because he asked sometime, man. I need to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's why I want to get Kane's one and get to him then.
Yeah, man.
In any teeth, Chris is one.
That's not gonna fit that, man.
Definitely got to get him. Sorry to cut you, Kane. Go.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no, like, so I never looked at like my dad like no hero. Ever. I just remember my mum being in control of my dad, telling him about all kind of things that he's supposed to do that he's not doing and whatever else. So she was.
In any teeth, Chris is one.
That's not gonna fit that, man.
Definitely got to get him. Sorry to cut you, Kane. Go.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no, like, so I never looked at like my dad like no hero. Ever. I just remember my mum being in control of my dad, telling him about all kind of things that he's supposed to do that he's not doing and whatever else. So she was, and my mum's more like me.
Would you say? Would you say that the woman you're with has qualities like your mum? Because they say that we tend to go out with women.
Yeah, she does. She does have the same qualities. She's very everything's about experiences, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forget money. She'll live in a council flat, but let's build family experiences, memories.
Oh, so that's what she values.
Yeah, that's her value. Me, I have the memories, but I want the money as well.
Yeah. What about you, Dizzle? Like, what qualities of your mum would you get? Like, would you like to see in a girl?
That hustler drive.
Oh, okay.
Like, my mum would like if
so you want a girl for teeth like you?
No. You just said my mum's a thief. You fucking piece of shit. Innit? You just said my mum's a thief.
Bonnie and Clyde.
No.
Bonnie and Clyde.
She's not a thief. My mum's never a thief. She shot big food, but she's not a thief.
All right. So the hustler mentality. What about you, C?
It's about values, man. Family values.
You like the family value stuff?
Yeah. Family values and just I like homely people. My mum's quite homely.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, someone.
That's what I like. That's what I like. I want to meet a girl that's got Instagram and like, you know, she's got about 8 pictures, like couple hundred friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
Like she was last seen 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's about that same thing. What you're saying, the family, that family. Because I'm older now and I've got a family, so that's what I'm looking for in a woman. That family where you could intertwine. You catch what I'm dealing with. That we could do things together. I don't just look at a girl now and think, oh, it's just me and you. What can we do as a collective?
Yeah.
You catch what I'm dealing with. I like that because I've never had that. So when I do that, like sometimes when I go on holiday and I look at my kids and then we're just enjoying myself, it's like I want to get emotional, if you know what I'm saying. Just to think, like I've done it. I've made to see the joy in their faces, to know that I've never been. I don't know what they're going through, and they're having the time of their life. And sometimes it's like a little therapy to us that we don't even realize that we're living our childhood through them. That's what I'm doing.
100%.
Yeah, when I see them, you spoil them and do everything. That's what I wish my dad would want.
That's why
I wanted that. You guys, I'm dealing with.
But listen, you see what the good thing is, which a lot of times this is what happens. Whatever you go through, sometimes you transpose that onto your kids. The good thing that you've done, you've cut that.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing that forward to my kids, so it's not going to the next generation. Yeah. So that's why you're such a good dad, because you're making sure I don't want them to go through what I went through.
Yes.
That's what I'm like with my kids.
And that's what everyone should be like, to be fair.
Right. I'm not letting my kids feel any trauma from anything from my past. Stop with me. Stop with me. And
you got to remember how you felt when your kids, even as 20, how you felt when your parents left. Even though you was 20, you got to still got to resonate because you was 20. So you got to remember, you got to think of their. We've all been their ages. So we all got to think, how did we feel at them ages towards our parents? You catch what I'm dealing with? What did we want more? What could we have liked them to do more? You catch what I'm dealing with? And that's why we have to break the cycle. Sorry to cut you. We have to break the cycle because enough guys say, oh, my dad's a waste man. But your baby mother says that about you.
That's right. No one can say that about them.
So big up your dad. Go to your dad and say, Dad, you know what? I dissed you because I'm just like you. I don't see my kids either.
For me,
we're the same.
When it comes to women and me, I don't really care about the family stuff. I'm not really. I don't value family.
But why is that? You say it with a jest and laugh. That's what we do as men to cover certain.
No, honestly.
We think we're men. We think we're not supposed. We could in control of certain things. And I'm telling you, Chris, sometimes you might not know that's eating you up, and we wouldn't know that's what eating us up.
Fair enough.
We never had that family life.
Fair enough.
And you know what? Fuck it. I don't want a family because I want this. Or do you get my meaning?
No. What I'm saying is, the girl that I'm with, I don't like. If she says I want a big family and that, I'm like, oh, fuck off, because I don't want that. So I don't. Because when I tell you what,
doesn't mean kids, you know. Fam doesn't always mean kids.
Let him talk.
I tell you why. When I was growing up, as a family, even though me and my brothers and that we live in the same house, we didn't do much together. Like even when it came to eating food at the table, we just get our food and go to our rooms. You see what I'm saying?
I hear that, but don't. But what I'm saying with Kane, don't you think you could break that cycle with your family?
No. But what I'm saying is, I don't think there's any. I don't mind breaking that, but I don't value it. It's nothing that I care about because I didn't grow up with it.
So, but do you think that you're not gonna get any joy from it or any value from it?
It doesn't really bother me. Like the woman that I'm with, I like just a laid back woman that that's what probably what I see shit in my mum. You see how my mum kind of just made my dad kind of do what he wanted. So that's the kind of woman that I always look for, that just allows me to do what the fuck I want. I don't like a woman that's in my ears, like, nah. That pisses me off. I don't want no controlling woman. I don't want nothing. So that's where I get that.
So you don't block it. It was a block. It was a block, though.
Chris,
it was a block, though. But I think the woman that you'd love and breed for is the woman that's going to be nagging in your
Trust me. Trust me.
But Chris,
that's where it goes, Chris. That's where it goes.
Trust me.
You are literally saying you want to be like your dad.
Yeah.
No, but not in that.
He's saying no, but he doesn't realize. That's what I'm trying to say with Chris.
No, yeah,
you haven't deeped it to yourself. Have you even sat down and deeped it to yourself? Like,
yeah, you will pick up stuff from your dad, and you will see stuff that your mum did. So you will have similar traits. But the thing is, my dad was a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. You get what I'm saying? I might have those traits. My dad was a proper arsehole.
You got the traits. You may not have AIDS, but you got HIV.
No, I've got similar traits.
All right, so on a narcissistic, where would you put yourself?
On a narcissistic level,
yeah,
very low. Very low. I'm kind of humble, blood. I'm humble.
Humble people don't say they're humble.
Yeah,
no. 50, you know.
Let me explain what a narcissist is, isn't it? A narcissist is someone like Dizzle. You know what I'm saying? Like Dizzle is.
See, you're a narcissist because you're deflected.
No,
that's a top.
Dizzle, you love Dizzle. Dizzle, Dizzle, like narcissists, you love them, but you hate them at the same time because they're really kind of just about themselves, isn't it?
No, but he's a
sociopath. When he was
sociopath.
talking earlier, he didn't even realize. He said, "Yeah, my show." Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he said, "That's the." It's not that he did it on purpose, but it's his narcissistic thinking.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? This is.
I'm freed it, man.
Yeah, he loves himself.
And you're a bitch because you freed that.
He loves himself.
No, but everybody loves themselves. As a comedians are the biggest narcissists. Because we don't want no bands, we don't want no society. We just want to go on stage and look at us.
Yeah.
For me.
You guys are dealing. Comedians are semi-narcissists. Do you know what I mean? Okay, do you know I'm
yeah, of course. But
like a DJ.
Right. But
just me.
Right. You're the biggest narcissist out of everybody.
He is.
100%. Come on, just admit it. You know you are. You are.
Never way. No way that.
Out of the 5 of us.
Yeah.
No way.
Him and Yardie are close.
No.
You and Yardie are close.
No,
Dizzle second.
Who's first?
Yardie.
No. Dizzle, 100%.
No, listen, Dizzle.
I'm your boy.
Not in a bad way, though.
No. Listen. What I mean, I'm not dissing none of them. But if we're gonna if we've spoke about egos, now I know I'm up there with the ego. But you see, narcissistical levels, yeah, I would put Yardie at the top because there's so many things that if it's not him, he's very controlling, as he said the other day. So it comes across that way, like his things it's all about me. Yeah, and that's what I feel anyway. And then Dizzle second.
No, but I'm not that bad.
No, but
Dizzle. Come on.
No, I said you're a bad person, you know.
I love you as a brother, but you are a fucking...
You're a narcissist, bro.
Yeah.
You're a narcissist.
No.
You're a narcissist.
So what? So you're not Kane?
All right. I'm going to keep quiet. Chris, do you think I'm a narcissist?
Oh, fuck Kane. That's your fan. He sucks your bum. Are you going to ask someone that sucks your bum?
You're with Chris all the time.
Why don't you ask Ceesix?
Ceesix then. All right, Ceesix.
You know why?
No traits, nothing.
I think on a narcissistic
no traits or nothing.
I think anything above 50% on that scale, makes you a narcissist. And I think that only you and Yardie in this podcast hit that threshold.
Wow. I'm surprised by that. I'm not offended, but I'm surprised. Can I get your opinion?
You're not 100% narcissist, you know. I just said it's about 50%. Because Dizzle is very selfless. Because Dizzle will give you, like, it will give you.
Trust me, that's what I'm doing.
That don't mean you're not a narcissist.
Hold on.
You're not a narcissist.
Hold on. And Yardie's very generous. You know that.
Yeah.
So when we look at it, I'm saying if there's a scale from 0 to 100, I would say Yardie's on the 60% and Dizzle's on a 55%, and the rest of us are under 50. That's my opinion. Just my opinion.
Okay,
That's your opinion, but I'm not saying it's not built on fact.
After studying listen, I'm not like
Chris is on 75%. You don't know Chris then.
No, listen. No,
I swear to God, Chris is 75.
This
is a disgusting piece of shit.
No, Chris. No, listen. But this is the thing with Chris. No, this is Chris.
Chris is hurtful.
No, but listen. Chris, I think
he hates kids.
Chris thinking about himself is coming from him trying to better himself. That's where it comes from. It comes from him trying to strive to, all right, let me try and improve on this. Let me try and improve. That's where Chris's comes from. Yours is not that. Yours is just, I want to be the loudest mouth in the room.
Listen,
you've got to be the spotlight. Dizzle, you've always been like that. You used to come. How could you used to come to Cottons? You never used to touch the stage, but you were still the loudest person in the room. How? People that come on stage, taking the
Yardie isn't a narcissist, you know. Yardie's more of a control freak, but a narcissist and a control freak are slightly different. You get what I'm saying? And I know what a narcissist is, and trust me, I've been around them all my life, so I know Dizzle fits into that category.
You are there. You're there, Chris.
No, let me tell you.
You are, Chris.
Let me tell you why you've got all the attributes of a narcissist.
No, you are narcissist. If it
doesn't suit you, you're telling everyone to fuck off, right?
No, I'm not like that.
Let me tell you something as well, yeah?
No.
That is true.
Chris, no, funny joke aside, I'm offended about that.
Narcissists do as well.
Go on. I'm not taking that crown.
Narcissists will hype you up as much as they can bring you the fuck down. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's Dizzle. He will be the nicest guy to you. He will tell you that, like, you got that trait, and then in the next breath, he could tell you about your fucking mama, blood.
Yeah, because you piss me off. That's not narcissist. That's piss officist. That's a piss. You piss me off,
the person when he feels.
When you piss me off,
like,
that's a piss me off.
No, the only way, I tell you, when you will make someone feel the lowest is when you feel that you're not on top of them, so you will bring them down on top. Not in a bad way, but it's just a narcissistic trait.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah,
I'm a winner.
If a man, let me ask you a question then. Yeah, So imagine, yeah, I was to just say, like me, for example, I just put a picture of my car in the group and to say, yo, look, I'm a Benz from just for today for no reason, and then tomorrow just walking around my yard saying how Chris my yard is, yeah. No conversation about cars, no conversation about yards, just a little show off, just because I wanted to. Is that not narcissistical?
Yeah.
But who done that?
No,
we're not saying who done it.
I'm just asking you. So if you think back to our group and think about where the random boasting comes from, is that not what I'm saying? Am I saying something wrong?
But who's that coming from, though?
I'm asking you to check the group in your mind.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking, but I know that people. I think. All right, listen. Also,
that's
as well.
Dizzle.
Yeah, but all right, this is the thing about Dizzle. No, but this is the thing. This is the thing about
Dizzle. Power with you know.
No, this is the thing about Dizzle. I'll be honest.
Nothing to do with me. It's not talking about me though.
No, this is serious though. One thing about Dizzle comes with this front, like nothing don't bother him. But it does.
It's a narcissist.
No, but it comes from. No. Although his mouth might say something, Dizzle has got. He's got the heart there, and he's fragile as well. So he's very sensitive.
I'm vulnerable.
Very sensitive. But what he does, Chris, which you might not have picked up on yet, he bites. So you might give him a little. He will come. He's coming with a sledgehammer.
Yeah,
He don't want you. He don't want you to basically chip away at whatever it is that really bugs him. So it's a deflective thing. So my uncle does it as well. My uncle's always been big. Yeah. If you come to him with anything, he's the first one to cut you out because he's deflecting. He's stopping you from saying anything before you say it.
Yeah, that's what they do.
But with Dizzle, he's got a good heart. But the thing is,
100%.
But the thing with Dizzle is he doesn't want to seem vulnerable, and if he does, he wants to be in control of that. If I'm going to let you know I'm vulnerable, I'm in control of that. You don't make me feel vulnerable. Yeah. I'm telling you. So, and that's not a bad trait.
That's not a bad trait.
What that is, let me tell you what that is. And
that's the Ceesix is the same.
No, but this is the good thing.
100%.
But this is the good thing about that personality trait is that you're present. You're present and you're honest. So if you tell me something negative, I'm not going to think you're telling me because of another ulterior motive. I think you're telling me because that's how you feel. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're not telling me.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like it's real. If I tell you something, it's not even coming from a bad place. Even if it's negative. Even if the subject is negative.
So when Dizzle is doing that with you, Chris, sometimes it might be coming from a place where it's like a defense mechanism, but he's being honest as well. Whatever Dizzle says, there's a spoonful of truth in it.
Yeah, of course. Like, you got to respect that. You respect that.
So you got to kind of say, all right, fair enough. So, but don't let him fool you into this tough guy.
Oh yeah. I know.
No, but when you not say narcissist, like, and some of the traits not saying. Remember, you're not saying you're not talking about a strong person. People that say, or people that like, oh, arrogant. Why can't somebody be arrogant and be,
No, it's a borderline
happy about their achievements? Why can't someone love themselves? Why can't someone love themselves without the some people say, oh, you love it. If you don't love thyself, if you don't want good for yourself, why is that seem so bad? If you want to be a strong black, I'm an alpha male. I'm a pack leader. I'm not a pack follower. I wasn't born that way. So you as a little pack fucking follower, you see if it's in the jungle, you'll be one of them hyenas at the back. Look, and pick up scraps. I'm the tough. If I'm in the jungle, I'm the fucking King Kong. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm King fucking Kong.
You're not fucking King Kong.
You be King Kong's
You're not
bitch.
fucking King Kong. You think you're King Kong.
You in the whole King Kong's not transgender. They were fucking.
Nah, you're not King Kong, mate. You know what I mean?
You're ping pong. You're ping pong.
Hey, listen, you can't be King Kong because you don't eat your greens, bro. They're veggies.
Right.
They're veggies.
Right, it's sweet called the Green Giant. You're the Green Giant.
I don't eat broccoli and jerk. It's true. I don't eat broccoli and jerk chicken.
Fucking Green Giant.
Broccoli and jerk chicken, you know.
Yeah,
no. New one.
But I think you're funny. But let me tell you something. You see,
I think the King Kong role is very difficult to hold though, because you lot always have to feel like you got to be number one. Do you get what I'm saying? Where I don't mind taking a backseat and being humble.
That's why the girl fucking. That's what I'm saying. You're too humble. I can't hear from you. You remember you was in the next fucking room hearing the girl sex texting that you paid for. I can't hear nothing from you.
No.
You're a waste man. That's your character. Kane or Ceesix, that would never happen to. They will go prison. That's prison. That's a prison.
No,
That's prison.
No.
They're prepared to go to prison. You're not prepared at no shape.
I don't mean being humble. I don't mind being humble and getting on with everyone. Because eventually,
you're a pussy hole.
No,
because I'm not a pussy hole, I'm a narcissist.
No, if you're humble and you get on with everyone, eventually your time will come. Do you get what I'm saying? And if you look at the people in the game, like even just down to rap, 50 was the leader. No one don't want to fuck with him no more because he's too busy being too bossy. Lil Wayne now, he get on with everyone. He's still loved. He can still do features with everyone.
But 50 is more relevant than fucking Lil Wayne right now. 50 is more relevant than fucking little.
No, that's because Lil Wayne decided to retire himself.
There you go. Because he's a little shitty matty.
Hold on 1 second. Forget looking at rappers because we don't know anything about them. Hold on 1 second. Listen, you see when you're an alpha male, yeah, You don't choose. You don't go into the meeting or into the room and say, I am going to be here. You just go there and it's natural.
Presence.
It's natural your presence to dominate the room.
I know that. So I know my
You don't know that. You don't know that because you're not an alpha male.
No, I know myself. And I am an alpha male in my own right. Yes, I am.
But when you're by yourself,
in your own house. In your own house.
No, I'm an alpha male in myself, blood. Do you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day...
You can't do the dishes. All right.
No, I am my own alpha
Pick
male.
up the socks. All right, cool.
No, I'm not like that.
Chris, if you walk into a room, Chris, say you walk into a room, and there's 20 men in there, and it's like it's not no why business, like just 20 big men in that room, and you're there for 5 hours,
and without saying nothing, can they feel your
hours.
aura?
When you leave that room, where would you say that your status is? Like, obviously, it's just a random question, but me personally, for myself, if you break it into 3 characters, like the quiet ones, and just to get through, and then the middle ones, and then the top ones that everyone knows, loud, the confident ones, the ones that are prepared to, the ones that are deemed to be like the leaders. I personally feel if there's 20 people and those 3 characters, and then at the end of the day, at the end of those 5 hours, they was to categorize the people, I would be put in the top one of
the top 3.
The confident people, the ones who seem to be taking charge, the ones who people listen to, look towards for guidance or whatever.
All right.
I feel I'd be that. It's not a bully boy thing, but that's just where my personality.
Now, I tell you why.
100%.
All right. Now, for me, everywhere I've been, from it could be even from primary school, secondary school, college, university, everywhere I've been, comedy, I've always managed to get in with the alpha males. So I've always been up there in the top, whatever. It's not by me being cocky or showing off. I'm being me. I'm still being myself.
Ceesix.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always.
Kane wasn't here. Ceesix, Kane wasn't here. So Ceesix, remember when this little Fraggle started the podcast? He was just blending in with the fucking soul for the cunt.
No, but
you understand?
He didn't even laugh.
You understand until he find himself. You know the way there.
No.
It's like when me first.
I'm a slow burner. I've always been a slow burner, but at the end of the day, I still get there, bro.
Yeah, one burner.
I still get there.
Chris, this is Chris. Chris's personality trait, and Chris's personality trait is a good one because Chris is one of them ones. He's gonna succeed.
Why?
But it will take him time.
I'm Batito. Succeed, I'm Batito.
No, but he's gonna succeed, but in his own time. He ain't gonna come and dominate a room. What Chris does, Chris comes, blends in, and then learns.
100%.
That's what
I've always been that guy.
The builder. Trust me. Chris is one of them ones. Trust me, Chris is one of them ones. In 5 years' time, you're gonna look. How come Chris passed me and I'm fucking?
I've always been that guy.
Here's the thing, you know what it is, Chris. You might be understand. You might think that alpha male is when we say it. All right. I believe I'm an alpha male. I believe Dizzle has got that characteristics. However, there are negatives to being an alpha male.
That's what I said though.
There are negatives for it. So you being in the second category of the ones that get through, the ones that don't. Like people respect.
Don't stir the pot. Don't cause no controversy.
Yeah, none of that. You get through. Like you're everyone's friend. I don't see anyone having a reason to try and diss you. Like you get through. But there's
like one of them newsreaders.
But there's pros and cons to that as well. Like
no scandal about them.
Quiet person at the end that just whatever. There's pros and cons to everything. Like being an alpha male has got cons in it. Like man ain't saying it like. You're alpha male, so you're not up there. So you're anything less. There's pros and cons, bro. There's so many negative things that come with this, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like there's negatives that come with it, bro. Like,
all right, let me tell you who I am. On the real, I wouldn't consider myself an alpha male. But I'm like the Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. That's how I am, and I'm being real. I'm real. I'm like a great right hand man, and the reason why because I'm not arrogant enough to feel that I am that guy. I could just be a cool guy and just do what I'm doing as long as I'm having fun with it as well.
That's why I be Joe. That's why I be Joe.
Yeah.
No, but this is the fucked up thing about Chris, though. This is the fucked up thing about Chris. Chris is gonna sit there and bide his time, and then once Chris attains all the skills that he needs, then he's gonna tell you about your club. That's Chris. Last week, Chris told me, "Oi, I'd punch up Kane. I'd punch." Excuse me. He lift up his little weight.
I used the hero. He used hero the week before.
Fat Chris would never have said that to Kane. Okay. But because Chris builds his confidence in whatever area he feels lacking.
Yeah.
Then that's it now. Now I can fucking strike.
Yeah, that's what I do. Shut up, you stupid bitch.
He's learning from you, Dizzle.
Yes.
Give it 2 years, yeah. You're gonna be Chris's bitch. Trust me.
No, and I still don't mind sitting by and just being a Scottie Pippen, blood. Cause I don't really like all the alpha male. Like Ceesix says, being an alpha male is a lot of work as well. There's
but remember, you don't choose to be an alpha. Remember, no one chooses to say.
Yeah.
You can't choose. Everybody would love to be the alpha male. It's something. As I said, it's a good trait and a bad trait. Where I'm just learning with Ceesix. Where I didn't see it like that, but now it is a gift and a curse. With anything. You take anything too much, it's not good for you.
But you know what, though, Dizzle? This is really important, yeah? Your for your comedy, your personality trait is perfect for stand-up. Yeah. Perfect for you to be a great. Trust me what I'm telling you. Please
definitely.
And it's not just about funny.
Yeah.
It's about funny. Some people got something which is it's innate in them. All the experiences that you've been through, all the things you've done, all the negatives, all the fuckeries and whatever, that's who's crafted you into who you are. And that, for comedy, you can't buy it, bro.
Definitely.
Trust me what I'm telling you, you can't buy it. Definitely. It's there or it's not. Last week, when I watched you lot show, I swear to you, I said, these two are like, you lot got fucking magic, you know. I swear to you. I know you lot might know, like, yeah, man, we're funny and people like us and but you have to really understand. Remember, I've been in the game for a long time, you know, and I've seen a lot. Yeah. Very rarely do you see people who can connect and bring the best out of each other. Yeah. Chris is perfect for you. Yeah, you're perfect for Chris. So everybody, and Chris knows when to bring things up, bring it down. Yeah. And to get the best out of you. And it happens. It's not like he's thinking about it. Yeah. It happens.
And you know why that happens? Because Chris has already said he's happy to be Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan would be shit. They would lose. Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan on one team. No, that the Bulls would have lost.
Yeah.
Because they can't. You can't have two of that.
Yeah.
So when Chris is prepared to say, you know what, cool, here you go, that's your thing. You're not really the here you go, it's your thing kind of guy. You're just a yeah man. And then Chris is the helping hand. When you understand your role in life and in your setting or your crew or whatever,
and you're comfortable with it.
That's where the genius comes. And the presence, like just to add on what the Kane was saying, for Dizzle, for example, hilarious, but he's got the presence as well as the story. So someone like Junior Booker, for example, he's hilarious without the presence. Does that make sense? Like I listen to Junior Booker's jokes and I'm like, this guy is
funny, hilarious.
He's hilarious, but when I look at him, I don't connect.
Well, do you know what it is? Let me tell you something.
I feel like most people like, wow, they gravitate.
But you know what it is? All right, so like I said about greats, there's something different when it comes to a great comic. There's a guy, do you know Patrice O'Neill?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Patrice was one of those comics who never made it to where he should have been for his talent. Because what he would do He'd burn bridges. He'd go into meetings with executives for films and stuff and not ingratiate himself to people. So he's burning his bridges. So he went into a meeting and all these white people were there. And because he doesn't like people having power over him or whatever else, he cussed everybody, cussed all the white executives. What the fuck you know about comedy and all this shit? These are people who he's trying to get a film with, you know. Now, he's so honest, but he's dead now. But he's so respected, he's so respected. But he didn't do himself any favors when it comes to certain things. It's about finding that balance in it. So nurturing your talent, but making sure you make the right moves with the right people. You have the right team around you. There's no stopping you. Trust me what I'm telling you.
But that's what I just went back to. That's what you're going back to what I said original with the Kevin Hart thing. I'm taking you as my team. So you lot will bring back the Dizzles. Even Chris will bring me. You understand? So where I would, before I go off the rails, now I've got you lot to worry about. You catch what I'm dealing with?
Yeah.
So I've got, before I've had nothing to worry about. So now I've got, even when I'm on stage or wherever, when you're bringing me on, I've got pressure now. Because I got to show you that you understand? I can't do bad. Not even about the group or where, but I want you to see that I've progressed and I'm doing, you understand that? So it's added pressure. When Ceesix is there now, it's pressure to me. But I like that pressure because it makes me great. Do you get my meaning?
But do me a favor though. Do me a favor.
There we go.
No, serious, no joke.
Okay.
Take a pinch of what Chris is, and add it to your arsenal. See, Chris is a grafter. There's no no, hold on, wait. I'm not saying you don't work, but I'm saying like you see, like your level of status is a certain place right now. Yeah, don't be too big for anything.
No, I haven't.
Right now, we're all learning still.
No, but can I say something to you? Don't get it twisted. That's why I do. Remember, as I said, it's Chris who's just come in the game, pushes me. He come to me and he makes sure I make sure he's like he put pressure on me. Yeah, I've got to have 3 new jokes and rare. So he's giving me like a new set. Since I've been with him, he's made me have a new set, and he's come down and he's right with me, and like he's taking time. So as I said, he brings out the best in him, and I bring out it's both. That's what. When I was looking at the thing of live, I was even watching us like our on-screen chemistry is second to none. And I say to him, Chris, we're our own worst nightmare. You catch what I'm dealing with. So even like the last week's show, every time we debrief and we say, right, like what we've got is crazy, but we're our own. How far we go is down to us.
Yeah,
to no white man, it's not the TV. No, it's down to us. If we put in the hours and the work, then it would. You get what I mean? That's why we said the show has to go every week. We want to be consistent with it. And look, then we got like £600, and it wasn't even a money thing.
Right.
We got over £600 sitting down waiting for us.
I rate you, man.
More to come every week, and it's only getting. You understand? Like with the sketches, we said we have to do more. You catch what I'm dealing with. We got to do.
This is how bad. Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. This is how bad it was. Yeah, I was watching the show. I nearly bought stars.
When it's the show, tell the people them that if they don't know about the show, tell them where it is and how to find it.
So it's Facebook every Sunday. Me and Dizzle, we do a live. Starts from like 8, 9 o'clock. We do it for 1 hour. Do you know what I mean? Or just slightly over. So yeah, man, catch it every Sunday.
I remember we was supposed to. Remember you was supposed to. Remember we was going to do the come eat naan with us.
Yeah.
Quarantine. So now we still got this, and because I see the success from the podcast, as I said to Chris, we have to do it every week, even after quarantine. We have to keep doing it.
So what Facebook is it on?
My Facebook, it's on my fan page, isn't it?
So what is that? Okay, so just look for Dizzle Comedy.
Yeah, Dizzle Comedian.
Dizzle Comedian, yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah, and then it's on my fan page and rare. Nice. But as I said, it's teamwork does make the dream work. 100%.
It wouldn't be the same without Chris, and it wouldn't be the same without you. Both of you together, it's like Ant and Dec. When you watch, when Ant disappeared on his drink driving thing, Dec weren't the same.
The same. He was all right, but he was just.
He weren't the same.
No, but it's missing. But it's like if I'm doing video with Chris and Chris is not here, you're doing it, but it's not the same.
No.
So you know what? We need to apply that same thing for this pod because it feels the same when there's one missing And you get what I'm saying? We have to keep the consistency going. This is episode 72. That's 72 weeks straight. I've had you guys flipping on my phone and here. And as much as you lot get on my nerves, and I probably get on your nerves even more, we're here and it's consistent. And that there is testament of, you know, look how, like, there's people that wait. All right, listen, if I was to make it, if I just didn't drop this, say, imagine I didn't edit it. Remember the time I didn't edit it when we was in IB for Dizzle?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how much people cuss me? Because they want it. It's a part of their life. It's a part of their existence. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of what they need now. So we just have to stay consistent. You two have to stay consistent. Kane, you've been doing a lot of videos on your Insta.
Yeah, I rate Kane. Kane's fine.
Okay, no, but with Kane is what you have to do. Don't watch none of us or ask for no help or do you.
Yeah.
And that's what Kane's been doing.
And stay consistent, Kane. Stay consistent. You've been doing it consistently. Don't drop off. Even if you one day you put it up and likes saying hi and views.
Yeah, no, you're not putting up for likes.
No. I realize. You see this whole social media thing? It don't come natural to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It don't come natural, and it's weird. People used to message me all the time. You know, if I put something up, I wouldn't even reply. I'd appreciate it, but in my head, the whole thing where people come up to me, Kane, let me take a picture. Let me this. I don't see myself like that.
Yeah.
But because of that, I'm thinking, why is anyone interested outside of me on the stage? Like, but that's not. But that's where the money is. Remember, I don't need just as people know me on stage. The people that know me off stage and wherever, that's the income. That's right.
Hold on. Speaking of money, what, Kane, you get the 10 bags, the 20 bags?
In it.
No, you know what? Let me tell you what's happened there. So
20 bags for what?
He's talking about the loan.
Oh.
So basically, I've got 3 properties that are up for remortgaging. So if I take a loan out now, it's going to come up on my credit file that I've got a loan. I don't owe no money to anybody, innit? So right now, I checked my Experian thing, and it was on 971.
Rascalot!
That's what I'm saying. And
get me a car.
You see when a man talks his credit score, it's confidence.
Remember 9. He said I've got the. You don't have to say 9.
9 is the top.
That's the top. He must say I've got flawless credit.
Hold on, but I'm gonna keep it real.
That's a real coon, you know.
Yeah, you're not the only one that can boast. Mine is. What's yours on 971?
But I'll tell you why I'm not perfect.
Yours on 971.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's on 172.
What do you mean 172?
That's mine.
172.
Yeah.
Your credit is on 172. Don't be so silly.
You can never. That's the low. That means you owe everybody. You owe me.
Your girl don't trust you. You're picking them and hiding their pocket money.
Hey, Dad.
I know crackheads with higher scores than
Dad, listen, I know you said you're gonna sort it out on the weekend, but like you need to do it now, innit? Because I don't trust that.
I don't trust you. No one would trust you with that credit score.
I'm joking. But yeah,
my one isn't perfect because.
That's perfect. That's the white in him, you know. He wants it to be. For a black man, that's the best ever. For a black man.
There's something silly, there's something so stupid.
It's saying I'm not registered on the electoral register, but I am. That's the only little thing. So that would have bring me up to, because there's nothing on my. When I said nothing on my file, brother, it's like there's no fingerprints on the crime scene. There's nothing. Everything bleached down.
How is that as a black man?
Because you have to be.
There's enough people like you see credit. Avoid. Listen, as long as use credit. You must understand. You must use credit, but
pay it back.
No, but remember, I've just known that. I know that now. But when you're in the hood and it's called free things.
Hold on. You know when you get to
credit, it's called free things. Don't lie.
Don't lie.
You get me?
Card that I can spend it. Don't lie for real. You send me a card that I can spend money with now.
I don't have it, but you can spend it. Yeah. You get to an age when they start throwing things at you, like, right, we can give you a loan. Give you a credit card.
Everything. You take
5 bags on the credit card. You're like, what? You start spending it. You start buying shit you don't like. champagne and raves for your friends and that. Like,
Right. But what I do, like, see my credit card, like I'll book like holidays and shit like that on it. But I've already got the money there, innit? I pay it off straight away. Just borrow it, put it straight.
I hate when people say they do that. I don't understand that.
No,
Once I
because
pay for holiday off the credit
Dizzle,
card, I'm not
Dizzle,
paying
you know
it.
what it's
That's
like?
paid.
No, but listen.
Paid.
No, Dizzle, listen.
And I still got the money.
Dizzle, listen to this. Hey, Dizzle,
Pay it, then pay it back. Fuck off. I might as well just pay it and done.
Dizzle, listen to this.
Sorry,
Dizzle,
go on.
if I give you a bills, yeah? If I give you a bills,
Mm.
and then you pay me back the bills next week,
Yeah.
and then 2 weeks later you say, see, give me 2 bills, and I give you 2 bills, and you pay it back the week after, and we keep doing that, you see, sooner or later you can say, see, give me a 5 bags, because then I trust that you.
So are you gonna run away with the 5 bags?
No, but that's not. But the point is,
Are you gonna run away or you gonna?
One second.
My point is, I don't give a fuck. Are you gonna take the money? Are you doing that to take it at the end?
Dizzle, slow down. Listen to this, yeah. What you do, if you got the bigger picture in your mind, yeah, when you borrow off your credit card and you pay it back, and that's the small patterns, that enables you to get the mortgage, and that enables you to get the bigger purchases. So buying the foolishness with the credit card and paying it back, you're just building trust. Oh, that's all it is. This is what credit is. Credit is showing that I am trustworthy.
How trustworthy are you?
That is all.
That's what it is. How trustworthy?
Yeah, but
and that's why if you got
I'm
the
not
cash,
trustworthy. And what? But I could say you look because you're getting a mortgage because I'm trustworthy. All it is, you're just getting a bigger debt.
bro.
Yeah, but
listen,
It's a bigger debt. It's a bigger debt.
Dizzle,
It's a fucking bigger debt. And I don't care what you want to say.
Dizzle, listen.
I'm not paying. I'm going to pay back this credit card so I can borrow 20 grand.
No,
but you still got to pay the 20 grand back.
Listen, let me tell you something. Dizzle.
Unless you're going to say I'm going to do it to get 20 grand and
Bro.
cut.
Listen,
I'll say yeah, you're a G.
Guys, I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, I got a shit shower and tune in to Bounty Killer versus Beanie Man.
When's that?
it's in
1 a.m.
Okay,
Okay,
so
listen.
yeah, I'm going to do
Dizzle, listen to
that.
this,
Same,
bro.
I'm doing leaving 5 minutes.
Are you, man?
Yeah,
Fuck off then,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
Let
I'm leaving
Chris.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Like, Dizzle, listen to this, yeah.
What?
You see, when you look at it like that, yeah. This is they know the people like that. They know the people. That's why they dangle money that they can afford to lose. But what they do is they wipe you out the system. So let me offer 2 bags, and then half the people take the 2 bags and run off and never pay it back. You're out the system. You're out the game. That's why you can't even get a mobile phone in a few years. Not you personally, but the people that they get out the game. Do you get what I'm saying? They do it on purpose, bro. They do it on purpose. It's like entrapment. It's like entrapment. They do it. And if you fall for it, you're out the game. And those who don't fall for it, we're gonna look after. It's entrapment.
All right, let me show you something, right?
But even though you still look after, you're still in bigger trap. You're still with
No, but, right.
those who look after could owe us more money.
No, but the thing is,
The debt's bigger.
Bro, you use the money to make money.
Yeah,
That's what it is. And you
Dizzle still
to make more and just keep making more.
Ceesix. This is the thing. Dizzle's got that old mentality where he feels like, see debt, yeah? People who got money, you know a man who's got 100 million, do you think he ain't got no debt? Do you think he bought everything cash? Oh no. He probably spent 20 mil to borrow 200 mil. And that's making him money. Right now, I swear to you, I'm going to sit down with you one day, yeah? And I'm going to go through a few things, yeah? And I'll say to you, right, and this is your milestone. I know you look at a mortgage as a debt, but that money that you owe, if someone else is paying it back, it don't matter. Someone else is paying that debt. So it doesn't affect you. What it does, it builds up your credit. It allows you to borrow more money so you can duplicate that. So it's like now, I'm going to put it in terms where you can understand. So say like now you go and buy a Kia weed, yeah?
Dickhead, what going?
On consignment.
But you buy it on tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it on tick, yeah? The man said, I want my money in 3 weeks' time. Now, if you cut with that key and you made yourself for 9 bags, yeah? You made yourself 9 grand or 5 or whatever it is. That's all you're ever gonna make. But if you say to a man, all right, you pay me his money in 2 weeks' time. I said, Ross, okay. All right then. How much you want next week? He said, I want 3 keys. All right, I'll give you that on tick. In the meantime, you're making triple the money that you was making from the one.
Mm-hmm.
and it's not your money. You're selling it. Someone else is paying you that money. So even though you owe the guy the money for the weed, it don't matter because it's not coming from your pocket. All you've done, you've vouched for it, and he's trusted you and said, all right then, I trust you now. Next thing now, you're on 10 keys. You're on 10 keys now. You ain't really got no money, but you got the trust.
Your dogs them are running the road. You're not even getting dirty, fam. Your hands ain't even dirty.
They're on the road doing everything for you. That's tenants. The tenants are going to work every day to pay me. They're going to work every day to pay. Okay, I got liability insurance now. I've been burnt before. I've got liability insurance. If they don't pay, no problem. My insurance pays me now.
So Dizzle. So think about that now, yeah. So now you got your 10 keys on the road, yeah. They come back. They give you all the P's for the 10 keys. You go and take it. You give the you that gave you the consignment. You give him back his. You give him back his money. And how much have you got left for yourself? For nothing. That is literally what it is, but legally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Legal.
But I hear what you're saying, because some people get one mortgage for themselves and they live in it, and therefore they've taken on this big burden. So I get it.
So it's like in that, as a road term, some people get the key and just smoke it.
Yes.
Now the 05 grand.
Yes. So if you use it as a business,
Right.
Yeah.
You use it as a business, then you go, because you remember, and everybody that you feed, because you get the key, you get the 10 keys now, and you break it into O's, and you make the youth them run their O's. Everyone's eating. You're the big man. Everyone is. Yeah. Well, say he's got all the bro. It's mad. And obviously, you can get a bad tenant, which is like a youth that runs off with the O, and you got to replace.
That's part of the game.
You got to replace that, but you replace it with the money you made from everyone else.
That's right. It's the game. When I lost 10 grand from that guy, yeah.
From the African guy.
And it burnt me and it affected me financially, obviously. But from what I've made, it's like I can't complain. I can't complain. When I spread that cost across the properties, the rent I've got coming in, the value of them going up, I can't even cuss. It's part of the game. Part of the game is you're gonna get stung at some point, innit? You've been on road, Dizzle. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna do something where you're gonna have to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, I lost.
So basically, what I've learned from this, unless you could make some money from the house before you rent it or whatever, then I'm not doing it. Yeah. So if I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna buy a house to make money from the house.
Yes. Listen, I know people, yeah.
Because I just know people that just are smoking the weed. That's what I know.
Look at it like this.
You catch it? I don't know. So I see them high. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing that would incent me to be like with you lot. You know what I mean?
Listen to this, yeah. You see the man them on road that do. You see, for you, yeah, has gone from 9:30 and he's on the key or over. He is a perfect businessman. I'm gonna tell you that. That's growth. Yeah, that's capital growth. Yeah, he's gone from 9:30 up to 2 keys or whatever, and he's doing his thing. He needs to come out of that world,
use those skills,
come out of that world and take it legal, because your money's 10 times more, tenfold, and ain't nobody trying to kill you for that, and you're not going to jail for that.
It's all straight. It's all legal.
But it's the mindset. Yeah, it's the mindset. You know how much man are good with numbers and are good with everything when they're on the roadside, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Bro, they just got to focus that same knowledge and put it in. Every single thing every form of business, you can translate it to the road. 100%, I guarantee you.
No, for real, I went and checked one the other day. He was telling me about some weed, and I'm saying, why is it so bright? Then he got out the calculator, I swear down, and he was doing all these numbers. I said, I don't know what you're showing me, big man.
I just want my journal.
Yeah. He broke it down. I'm seeing numbers, and the man's. I'm thinking, what is that?
Yeah, because he's talking about inflation. Because inflation.
He broke it down to the last gram. You know, like how much a gram cost him from a box. He broke down how much, like a £10 cost him, sends him in from like a box of weed. You understand?
Because
he calculated down to the gram, you know.
It's business.
It's
I had to go at one stage. I had to go like I understand what he was saying. You know, I swear.
But anyway, listen. Don't cut off the live. I want to ask you something. But yeah, this is episode 72. Big respect, chalk and cheese. We out. Don't cut off here.